Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and in this video we're going to be talking about the best basketball shoes with the best traction. And in my opinion, traction is the most important category for a basketball shoe. It's not cushion, it's not material. I guess fit is pretty damn important to me personally, but just in my opinion, traction is just the most important, just because traction, if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. And if it's bad, you can't really play in the shoe. You know, no matter how good everything else is, like the fit, support, material is top-notch quality, cushion is amazing, if the traction is bad and you're slipping out, and of course just because my play style, if it has bad traction, I can't play in it. You know what I mean? So anyways, in this list, we're going to be talking about the best tractions that you can get right now. And if you guys do want to get any of these shoes, I'll try to leave an affiliate link in the description box. But let's get it started right off with the Nike KD14. I don't know what it is. It definitely, I don't think it's the like traction pattern. It probably has to do with the rubber compound, but either way, it has an extremely good bite. It picks up very, very minimal dust. One thing though to watch out for is probably, you know, the durability. The grooves are deep, but also super thin, and it's a soft rubber, so durability on an outdoor court probably isn't going to be the best. But if you're playing on an indoor court, no matter what condition, you're probably gonna be good to go. You're gonna have a very, very good bite. All right, next we got the Under Armour Curry 8. The Curry 9, and also the Flow Future X, which pretty much uses the same exact Flow outsole. The pattern is pretty much identical. It's a little bit different coming from like the Curry 8 to the Curry 9, but like I said, very, very similar. And yeah, if you're playing on a clean court, you're gonna be stopping pretty much right away. And it's very, very interesting just because I've never experienced that from like a rubber outsole. You know, maybe the Kyrie 2. The Kyrie 2 was just so damn good, but to be honest, as far as like stopping power goes, I would still say the Curry 8 or the Curry 9 or the Flow Future X stops a little bit harder. That's how good the bite is. And also, dust pickup is super minimal. And if it does pick up dust, if you're playing on a super dirty court, the wipe is super easy. Like it's just a light wipe and you're good to go, and you got very, very good stops again. All right, next we got the Nike Giannis Immortality. We pretty much have a herringbone traction pattern throughout this entire outsole. I don't know what it is with this traction pattern or this shoe, because it just has a really, really good bite for no reason. You know what I mean? It's so random. You're just like, okay, it's a Giannis shoe. I mean, the Zoom Freaks never really had like top tier traction. I mean, they've been pretty solid, but not like top tier, right? And then the Giannis Immortality comes out, which is a budget shoe. It's 80 bucks, and the traction is phenomenal. You know what I mean? And also it's like translucent and solid. But yeah, the bite is extremely good. If you're playing on a clean court, it's top tier traction. You're gonna be stopping on a dime. Also, the dust pickup is very, very minimal on that shoe as well. And if it does pick up dust, it's a super easy wipe as well. So yeah, the Giannis Immortality, if you're looking for great traction and you're trying to save money, it's a great option. All right, next we got the Puma Mb1, surprisingly, right? So in that shoe, or the colorway that I got, is it's a fully translucent outsole, and it says rare in the forefoot, as you guys can see. And I thought it wasn't gonna be that good, but the bite on a clean court is extremely good. Like it's pretty much instant. Of course, I wouldn't say it's like as good as like the Curry 8 or the Curry 9, but it's still a very, very good and very solid bite. One thing that sucks about it though is that it does pick up dust, and also it picks it up pretty frequently. But one good thing about it is that it's super easy to wipe off. You just do like a slight wipe or two and you're good to go, and you got a really good stops again. Also, another thing to watch out for is that if you let too much dust build up, the slide out does become a little dangerous. It's not super terrible to the point where it's like you're probably gonna injure yourself, but I did notice like the slide out being pretty bad. So if you wipe consistently and you wipe pretty often, then you should be fine. Once you wipe, you get really good stops. So the Puma Mb1 definitely did have me surprised. As far as Puma basketball shoes go, they've been like pretty inconsistent. There's been some shoes with really good traction, and there's been some shoes with really bad traction. But the Mb1, they definitely hit it out the park, and it has very, very good traction. Also, another great thing about the Mb1 is the outsole curvature. Of course, it has nothing to do with the traction performance, but it's just a nice added bonus to the outsole, where it reminds me a lot of the Kyrie 2. in the Kyrie 3, or just like the older Kyrie models where there's a crazy outsole curvature, curves up a lot. So you pretty much stay like on the balls of your feet, like on the medial side of the shoe, which feels awesome in my opinion. So the MB1 is great. All right, next we got the Li-Ning All City 9. And yeah, as you guys all know, durability is really good on that shoe as well. I mean, Li-Ning, or I guess Chinese companies in general, make shoes that have very good durability just because people in China, like the demographic of basketball players, they mostly play on an outdoor court. So anyways, yeah, durability is going to be very, very good. Also, if you're playing on a clean court, it has an extremely good bite, very loud squeak as well, and dust pickup is very, very minimal. And if it does pick up dust, it's just a super easy wipe. And also, it's not like the MB1 where the slide out is potentially dangerous. It's just, it doesn't stick as well if there's a lot of dust built up. So the AC9 has been in a lot of lists, like top lists, and it's really, really good for traction. All right, next we got the Jordan 36. We have a herringbone traction pattern throughout this entire outsole. I played in both the solid outsole and the translucent outsole, and they're both very, very good. If you're playing on a clean court, the bite is extremely good. Very, very hard stops. If you're playing on a dusty setting though, it does pick up a little bit of dust, but it is very easy to wipe off. It doesn't pick it up that frequently, but it's not to the point where it like never picks up dust. It definitely does pick up dust, but like I said, it's a very easy wipe. So if you're used to wiping, you should be fine if you're playing on a dusty setting. As far as the durability goes, it doesn't seem like it's going to be the best, especially since the price is a pretty damn expensive shoe. The rubber seems pretty soft, so I wouldn't recommend playing on an outdoor court with the Jordan 36. Alright, last but not least, we got the Kyrie Low Four, and I guess I'll stick the Kyrie 7 with that as well, just because it has the same exact outsole, right? So the traction is phenomenal. It's top tier. If you're playing on a clean court, the bite is almost instant. Very, very good bite. Also, you get that outsole curvature. I would say it's not as nice, in my opinion, as the MB1, which is pretty surprising, just because the Kyrie started with the outsole curvature, right? But they definitely did flatten it out, you know, and there's only a curve like right at the edge on the medial side, as opposed to the MB1, which pretty much starts curving up at like the middle of the outsole, kind of. But either way, it's still pretty damn nice. I like the addition of the outsole curvature. It's just that I don't like it as much just because it's relatively flat. But yeah, if you're playing on a dusty setting as well, it's a super easy wipe and it picks up pretty minimal dust as well. Durability though is terrible. I would say it's the worst on this list. If you're gonna play on an outdoor court, you're gonna be playing like 2 days and you're gonna run through the entire outsole. So do not play with the Kyrie Low Four or the Kyrie 7 on an outdoor court. But if you're playing on an indoor court, it has a phenomenal bite. But anyways, that about wraps it up for this video. Again, if you guys do want to get any of these shoes, I try to leave a link in the description box. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.